Hello and welcome. Today I'm checking out round 8 of the ARL series. This is Washougal. Now this honestly is probably my favorite track so far. I kind of don't know why I didn't think I would, I don't know, I didn't think much about this track. When I was thinking about the tracks that I was excited to ride, this one didn't really necessarily come to mind, even though I feel like it definitely should have, because I have put a lot of time into the stock Washington track. Yeah, a lot of time. I feel like that and Maryland are probably my two favorite stock tracks. But yeah, so I definitely have a lot of lap spun on this track. Obviously, it's a bit different than this version for sure. But yeah, very, very fun track. I also hopped back on the Honda 250. Just felt like kind of going back to what I'm used to. Again, I love this bike. It's probably my favorite bike. But talking about this track, one of the reasons why it's so fun is A, the variety, I guess, and B, just the flow of, like, for example here, if you get your speed just right, you can like triple perfectly into the like sand rollers there, which is super sick. And then coming up here after this corner, this next jump, the little like switchback is actually super fun to hit. So scrub that. It is a little one line, but if you hit it just right, like see how smooth and flowy that was jumping down through there. Like, I don't know, it's super sick. And then the whoops, I feel like, are almost perfect. Like, you can blitz them kind of like I'm doing now. Not the best run, but you can blitz them like that, or if you get it right, you can jump them as well. I don't necessarily know which way's faster. I feel like for me personally, if I can blitz them, that's kind of the faster way, because I'm not as good at timing the jumping of the whoops. But yeah, I just think they're perfect, because they're not super cross whoops, but they're also not rollers. They're like that in between. So yeah, they work really well. We definitely overjumped that, but yeah, I like that. It's hard to know exactly what to talk about this track, because every little thing I feel like is just super sick. The only thing that's a little weird is like some of the ruts. I don't know if they put them there trying to replicate or just to make the experience more enjoyable to ride. Could be either or, but like the ruts in that first corner I feel like are a little weird, because that corner was fairly flat, I feel like, in real life. I could be wrong, but and then yeah, jumping into this roller section from the inside is super fun. Like, maybe the outside might be faster if you carry a bunch of speed, but taking the inside and just jumping through the rollers is really fun. That's kind of one of the things about this track, is like, I'm not necessarily trying to go for like hot laps. I'm just trying to find like the most fun, flowy way around the track. So I might not be putting down like heaters or anything, but I'm definitely just having fun while playing it. And that's like one of my favorite things about a track. Let's see if I can get this triple again. We came up a little short. That's alright though. And this also, I would say, is probably the prettiest track so far. Definitely not as big of a deal when it comes to ranking tracks, in my opinion, but it definitely helps for sure. And yeah, this track looks amazing with all the trees and the shadows, especially with the reshade I'm running, kind of like darkens it up a bit. You don't get, ooh, we're getting sketched there. There we go. You can also kind of like jump and then skim halfway through, which is kind of sick. But anyway, yeah, I tried to do a testing of some different reshades again, because I wasn't too happy with them, but I feel like this one I kind of like a lot, because I feel like it's the perfect amount of not overbearing and like too vibrant, kind of close to stock. But one thing I do actually like about it is how much the shadows get darkened up, which is pretty nice, especially for this track, because that's like supposed to be, you know, an element of Washougal is, can you deal with the shadows, which it doesn't make it too bad with this reshade. They're not really that bad in general in this game, but yeah, it definitely looks pretty dark, which is sick. Alright, coming up horsepower here hill though. Again, really fun. We're gonna take the outside though. See if we can carry a little more speed. Yeah, we carried a decent amount of speed. Still double that. We're gonna go over the rut. That's all right. Please don't crash. We got really squirrely there. And gotta brake hard for this, so we don't blow the inside rut. Yeah, pretty one-lined in some spots, but that's all right. So I don't necessarily know how this track is to race on, per se, because like I said, yeah, definitely some of the spots seem a little one-lined, but as far as just mobbing around, this track is sick. We might have overjumped that. Oh man, I thought we were gonna save that. Definitely still a little easy to make mistakes here and there for sure, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's like a hard track by any means. Also, we ran a 2:14, which isn't particularly too fast. In testing, I was able to do a 2:13, but my ideal lap was a 2:10, so I would definitely like to get a little closer to that. But then again, like I said, I don't care as much about running fast laps on this track. I just like making it look smooth and flowy. There's an okay blitz to the whoops there. A little slow, but as long as you get on top or find a jumping rhythm, it shouldn't cost you too much time. But it is easy to lose a lot of time for sure, so I'm probably gonna do like, I don't know, maybe like 2 more laps or so. Try to go for a fast one, and then wrap up the video so I don't ramble too much. Just kind of slowing down to see where we're at time-wise for the video. But yeah, the first time I loaded up this track, I rode it for until I ran out of gas. Honestly, at first I thought my controller died for a second, which is, I feel like, a common occurrence with me. I feel like my controller always dies while I'm playing this game. But yeah, no, I just ran out of gas. Didn't even realize I'd been playing for that long. Like, that's how fun it is to spin laps on this track. Like, if I were to recommend someone to pay $1.50 for just, you know, one of the tracks, I would vote this one to be one of the ones considered. There's probably some other ones I'd recommend. I mean, Thunder Valley, I'm pretty sure is free if I'm not mistaken. So that one you could just download just to try out. That one's a pretty fun one, but I'd say that's probably the most difficult track out of all of them, which is kind of nice. Again, I like the variance of difficulty levels for these tracks. I thought we were going to go down for a second, but we are all good. But yeah, that one's probably the hardest. I don't necessarily know which one would be the easiest, but I'd say this is probably up there as far as one of the easier tracks. But again, it's just so good to find a flow on. That was a really good way to get through that section there. Actually, I'm stoked about that. I do hate how the make or break is at the very end, though. Let's see. Alright, not the best, but not awful either. 2:11, that's definitely closer to what I would like to see for sure. Pretty happy about that. Beat my testing time. Because usually when I'm doing these videos, like I do them usually on the day that they're released. So I'd say maybe I spend like 30 minutes or so riding the track, getting everything worked out. Except for a few. There's a few where I just kind of go for it. But you can kind of tell by my riding. But yeah, usually I'll just kind of spend about 30 minutes, do a video on it, ride around, still like getting a little better here and there. Take the outside here, why not? Let's just take a bunch of different lines. But anyway, but then usually like within the next couple of days, I can improve my lap time significantly, like sometimes up to like 5 seconds than the lap times I post in the videos. So again, these fast laps, quote unquote, that I'm running are definitely not necessarily fast laps. They're just, you know, fast for me at the time. Not that I'm super fast at this game, but usually I can improve on a lap time quite a bit within the next like day or so, because I do, again, usually play these tracks fairly regularly, I'd say, especially after like a new one comes out. I'd say I put like maybe 2 to 3 hours total or so on the track. So, and again, for $1.50, I'd say getting like roughly 3 to 4 hours of enjoyment in total on a track, like that's, you know, that's pretty good. That's like 50 cents an hour, 25 cents an hour, depending on how much you play it. So I don't know, it's a good ratio in my opinion for this, which is why I'm definitely not necessarily advocating, but totally okay with paying for top quality tracks like this. But we're going ahead and finish out this lap. We didn't really go for that fast lap like I wanted to. We were just trying some new stuff. I do actually, we'll do one more lap because again, I want to try to hit some different lines and also like take that inside there. So this will, again, not be a fast lap, just me, I guess, trying to hit some different lines. So if you're stuck around this far, props to you, because I know like 97% of the people that watch my videos don't. Alright. Do a little scrub there. Kind of a little scrub there, but we also got bounced a little weird, so take this inside. Okay. We'll take this outside again. Probably carry a lot of speed. I really messed up the gears there. I thought I was shifting up to 4th, but I was actually shifting up to 5th. Oh well. Let's see. Just rail the outside. Kind of messed it up, but honestly, it's probably pretty feasible. Cause you do it, at least for me, I have to slow way down to make that inside for sure. We fell out of the rut, but that's alright. I wonder what it's like to take a more outside line there. I don't really have a problem with speed for that triple, so that's why I've just been taking the inside, but that was pretty smooth. Let's take the far inside here. Yeah, this is a pretty small jump, so you don't really need to carry the speed or anything. Probably the fastest way to go, honestly. But yeah, I just love that section. It's so fun. Alright, let me remember to take the inside here. Kind of hard to see, which is what I wanted. Kind of missed the inside, but that was a interesting run through the whoops. But either way, yeah, this is Washougal. Very fun track. So far, probably my favorite out of all of them. Yeah, I'm really digging this. So, probably get quite a few more hours out of this. But I appreciate you checking out another video. And until the next one.